did you think? Or here, let's get into it. But what did you think about the best of two format? Like, has it been good for draft iteration?
I think it's been pretty good. I think best of two when you get 2-0 is the same as a best of three, right? Like it doesn't change very much.
Right.
But we're gonna cut to draft right here. Looks like a quick Amumu Taric ban. They did not like Aztec on the Amumu.
Yeah,
Too
wasted
much
no
CC.
time. But they'd rather get rid of a Mumu than Brand, huh? That's kind of interesting.
Interesting. We see a Vigar respects ban. I don't know if Sorellis is gonna get that pick this season. I'd love to see it, see what the hype's about. And then it looks like maybe a Poppy ban coming out after this.
Yeah, so I mean,
Wouldn't be.
they're gonna guaranteed leave up either Brand or Skarner, or Ari, right? Those are kind of we saw the Ari that was their third ban on red side. So
I'm pretty sure that's what you get if you win the LCC, right? You get a skin, the Immortalized Ari skin. Almost positive everyone on the team gets it. I
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
know.
Signature immortalized Ari skins. You heard it here first. As soon as we get sponsored by, I don't know, anybody. Um, wow, they stick with Ari.
Okay, so they really don't want to play into the Ari because that much playmaking on
Music back on.
the mismatch would be too much for Yoni to handle. He did pretty well holding back Jin, or not Jin. I apologize. He did pretty well holding back Brand, and it looks like we do have a Braum ban hovered. We'll see if they end up locking that in, and
And
they
this one,
do. That is locked in.
so they're fine with the Ivern, and they're fine with the Brand. I don't. And
Yeah,
is this just the handshake again? There's no hustle on the Ivern pick. I don't think that they will pick it away. So you don't have to pick it here. You can wait until your second or third pick, and it's
yeah,
gonna be
it
another weird handshake. This is so odd to me.
Yeah, no ban changes from Team Bell, only one from Hospitalized. I guess they thought the rest of the team was fine, and they could win it if they run it back. Um, do they take the Skarner now that it's open? It looks like they do. They'll throw down a Skarner and fill in that tank role the movement was just filling. A little bit less AoE, a little bit more pull
He
and
gets
drag,
Brand
and
again.
get Brand again. The nerfs weren't that big, guys. I'm joking. Like he's still oppressive,
Yeah,
but
I
we'll
don't.
see. We'll see if they have an answer to it in game two.
What do you guys like? Let me know what you think. I see you guys in chat, Matt and Fia. I mean, like, is this the move, or is Hospitalized kind of low-key inting draft here, leaving up
Oh, we see a
Skarner Brand?
big deviation as they hover over Caitlyn. This is a much more early game prio lane, especially if they end up camping with that lane. Getting Caitlyn to those three items early, it doesn't matter if you're Brand or Skarner, you're going to get two taps. So we see a Caitlyn and a Xerath hover.
Yeah, the hover. This is a spicy hover, but I think that it's a little bit troll. Um, oh,
It
it's
is
locked in.
Xerath. Woo! Is that Xerath mid or Xerath support? What do you think?
I don't. I really don't know. I think it should be mid, just because we haven't seen this type of support play come out of Abraxo. But who knows? This is their last game of the regular season. They might just want to kind of style on them a little bit. Throw some style picks out there.
And we see the Jin, the legendary beholden 2 million mastery point Jin. I'm excited. I think that Xerath's going bot lane. I think we're in for a fight.
Who do you want to see paired with Jin? I mean, traditionally you see picks like Karma, right? Something that can really help his kind of lane phase. Um, but I don't, I don't know I don't know Chestnut to play an enchant or anything like range impressive like that. So I
I
think
want
it'll
to
be
see
something
the
nobody's.
Maokai actually. They did ban the Nautilus. Nautilus Jin is a pretty good pair too, but Maokai Jin from a couple patches ago when Maokai was still the preeminent support was a nasty combo into range. So it doesn't look like they believe that the Xerath is support, so they do ban the Nautilus anyways. And then we see a Rumble ban come out. Top damage last game. Not super surprised to see it. That looked like a miserable lane for TJ.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy that we just saw Bell get the respect Rumble ban. But after if you watch that game, it's just so much damage in the team fights. So
Absolutely. We see another
a
support
Thresh
ban
ban, I don't
coming.
know. He's kind of banning out his own pool, right?
He is, unless he's playing Maokai Zac, and we see another top lane ban. It looks like it's respect bans on both sides. That is 4 supports ban total against Abraxo. He is definitely the target this draft. and then 2 more against Belltop. Looks like they're hovering for a long time on this 4th pick. This pick is pretty important. It determines one of the last 2 lanes.
Yeah, it's either
right?
support or top. They've
Right.
only
I
got
do
2
think they leave top
seconds.
to last.
I'm so nervous. Okay, Alley.
Alistar.
Whoa.
Alistar Jin is not a lane I think of when I think of Jin, but Alistar Skarner is a lane I think of when I
Whoa.
think of Skarner.
Let's go.
That is a brutal amount of CC coming out of those 2.
This is hype. You know who doesn't like to play into Alistar? Seraph. I don't hate it. Here's the Senna support.
So
Okay.
Xerath mid confirmed. Senna support with Caitlyn. That is not a traditional pairing. It's an annoying pairing, not traditional. And then the Mundo top from TJ. He's looked pretty good on this the couple times he's played it recently. And it's probably one of his more comfortable picks.
We could see a back to roots angle here, and it could just be Nasus. Yep, Matt says it the same thing. It's Gwen is the hover. Will it be locked in? Or will they divert last second? No, they lock in Gwen. So
Okay, Gwen Mundo. It's a lane I've seen play out a couple times. It is Mundo favored early for sure, especially with the current state of Mundo with Overlord's Bloodmail and all that stuff. But Gwen, if Gwen even goes even into mid game, we'll rip him in half, cut him to bits, as they say.
snip, snip, right?
Snip,
So-
snip. They can't take the exact same path. We'll see if they end up doing anything. At the moment, they're all spreading out. Looks like nothing too cheesy going on this thing.
Just fixing the scoreboard here.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Go, let's cut the music. And let's enjoy some high tier League of Legends. We want tiebreakers? I do too, man. I do. I want tiebreakers as well. But mostly I want like all of our regular season games to get played. And there's a lot of teams that are behind on that. So one thing at a time. Aztec here, actually a huge chunk. Whoa, this is crazy. He has to
Wow.
back.
Yeah, he can back, get the red trinket. It's a pretty common strat for junglers.
He hasn't backed yet.
I don't know if he's going to.
Oh my gosh.
He just
this,
gonna stay? No way he stays.
this is actually insane for his start. So Crimson Yoni and Whittle finding a
Is
nice...
Skarner that healthy of a clear where he doesn't have to back?
I mean, Cerelius is finding a lot of counter
Whittle.
damage.
Whittle literally spends health to do camps. He could do a camp or 2 maybe. Is he able to do this?
This
Is
is
this allowed?
insane, dude. They're level 1. Whittle is
Is he
here.
going?
Oh, he's gonna go for the red steel?
Oh, he's gonna smite it. He'll be level 2. Aztec's gonna have 50 HP and
He's
get
got
lowered
level
down.
2. Oh my gosh, and it's first
What a
blood.
cheese. That was some of the stinkiest cheese I've ever seen. Holy cow.
Oh man.
All right, that's a different start. First game we had a flash getting blown. This game he comes back and says, nah, this is my jungle. Takes his red, takes his life, takes the rest of his camps, heads back to his for a full clear.
Yeah, and Aztec blue flash there as well. So 2 minutes in, hasn't taken a camp yet, and already down a summoner. Abraxo landing a nice chain here onto Chestnut. So using the double rage advantage very nicely.
Yep, definitely stacking up some souls early. Already at 5, 2 minutes into the game, just hitting them on cooldown on Chestnut right now.
Holy cow, chat is popping off after after that invade. Yeah, we're in for a spicy one. I mean, he's shown mastery over this Ivern pick. He's very proficient, obviously. Bella's gonna take this trade here. He's going for the all
Bell
in.
decides to give up the cannon for the all-in. He's doing a lot of damage. He's got another full charge snip snip, but it goes down. TJ misses the cannon too. I suppose all is well in the top lane.
Yeah, well is
All is even in the top lane. I'm not here to comment. I'm here to cast.
Alright,
We do see the
Cerelius-
huge wave getting pushed in bot lane, and a huge advantage already for the mid lane.
Dude, it's I mean,
What do you think
he's
about this lane?
doubled up already. I think the reason they didn't opt into the Aurelion Soul is because it is like he just played it and it is brand favored. But I think the reason they picked him in the first place is because he's proficient with that champ. So he's picked a champion that he's clearly a little bit less proficient with, and Cerelius punishing pretty heavily here.
Yeah, we see a mid-assisted invade into the bot side. It does look like he's taking revenge for that red buff, and he'd probably go down to the Krugs afterwards as well. They ping, they know they're there, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day, that red's gone.
Yeah, and Aztec is in and out, so they are able to steal the camp back, and I guess that at the end they're even. I don't know. There's still a scuttle down.
They're like
Aztec is
kind
not
of
caught up
even.
yet.
So they're even in camps, but they're not even in gold, right? That first blood gold went far. Got an early dark seal. We'll see what Whittle's able to do with it as he's looking towards bot lane.
I mean, Aztec's still level 3 after picking up that scuttle, so Whittle with a decently sized advantage here, and Chestnut and Inferno are going to sniff this out. Root Collar will land, and Chestnut takes it with a headbutt. Force Shot will land here after the root, and so Whittle chunked down. The chain from Senna does ring true, but no follow-up, so again,
Yeah.
Chestnut and Inferno kind of sniffing out the bot side dive.
Yeah, you know it's coming. They know what to do about it, and they've once again picked champs that are able to handle the Ivern pressure without going down. We do see that mid lane CS deficit up to 25 after these 2 minions.
Wow, dude.
Hopefully, Yoni's able to pick up a couple of these 5, keep it under double digits, but it doesn't look like he was able to prep the wave in time.
I mean, and that's kind of what we mean, right? Like it's a good mid laner into you know, a mid laner that is a Senna main, and he's here on Xerath. He's doing his best, right? Leading. His team's got a lead, but when it comes to the actual lane phase, I mean, the traditional mid is always going to have an advantage on that one. So Cerelius trying to crawl it back, and even though they're down a kill, they're nearly even in team gold.
Absolutely. We do see a pretty similar sized leads in the bot lane. Agateo on his Caitlyn showing that proficiency as a lane bully, forcing him back. Team Bell's bot lane is definitely seceding, right? They're giving up that pressure. They are saying, whatever, you can have it. We'll just survive to late game. We're going to get our gold anyways. Really interesting to see. And then we once again have an early Grubs take from the top laner in Jumbo of Team Bell.
Yeah, I like it. You know, they're playing through more of a split push decision. And I think that Hospitalize is just, they've shown a proficiency to not even want to fight up here anyways. So it's borderline a free objective. They don't need to worry about the early skirmishing too much. It helps them kind of come online. So the
Hey, I've
handshake
seen
trade,
this show before.
I like it. Yeah.
It's the same thing as last game. I do think it's a pretty fair play. Both teams like the way it played out last game. Not surprised to see him doing it again.
Crimson Young.
TJ with a 12 CS lead top lane. It's quite the change of pace from his normal CS deficit, showing that mastery on Mundo.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Thank you for pointing that out. It's a pretty significant lead here for TJ as they send a couple mid lane as both Whittle and Abraxo spend time mid. I guess they're not losing too much on it. The root color will swing just wide, but yeah, Cerelius.
Okay, we have an all-in top lane. Both ults popped. No ignite on Bell. He has used Ghost. He's chasing down Ghosts on both sides, and they disengage. We have a trade of ults, trade of Ghosts, and then they back off.
And Whittle and Aztec are both here. They smell blood in the water. Aztec must know. Look at this. Look at these junglers. They've got their brains are in full alert as they're both trying to bait. They see each other at the same time. Root Collar will land, and Bell is going to try and finish off what he started. Whittle flashes out. A flash forwarded Seer does land, and so the stun will come through. Whittle almost dead here, 50 HP.
They have to dive, right? They look like they're thinking about it. They got scared off by the Xerath ult.
Aztec with a
They
boulder.
don't know where he's at.
Splash!
And Aztec got him.
Downtown.
And then Cerelius gets it with the Pillar of Flame. What a great 2 kills.
Ooh, man, the throw. He just absolutely Kobe's that boulder, and he makes it count. Whittle will visit a grave. As Chestnut and Inferno want the engage. Abraxo flashes out, but Chestnut is in a lot of trouble here. Perhaps too far forward. Might
We
have
do
to
see
counter
6 on
flash.
Agateo. He does have to flash out. The ult's coming. Inferno blocks it, but Has to burn heal to dodge the chain and return.
Oh, and the Peacemaker at the end. So that definitely is a winning trade for
Oof,
Agateo.
welcome
and
back to
Braxton.
lane Inferno.
Yeah.
Uh, he's even in items just about, just down a longsword and boots, but not even in health anymore. Huge advantage to the hospitalized bot side.
Chestnut and Inferno trying to find the angle. They did get the early flash from Abraxo, but just Agateo and turning it at the right time. Both junglers now heading towards bot side, so there could be
Once
more
again,
bloods.
blood in the waters. We see
Yeah,
both
Sorelius on the
junglers
roam too.
making. Okay, this is a rare example of being
Oh
outnumbered
no,
bot lane.
Aztec misses the impale. There should be a call out. The root will land on the Inferno, and the call is out as Sorelius does show up. So the curtain call is here, but they're all full HP. This is not the play, and they wisely call off. So at the end of the day, it's a couple summoner spells used, but nobody will go down. Whittle is actually here though. They've definitely overstepped. Chestnut will pay with his life for this overstep. And Agateo gets on the
Kill
board.
to Agateo. Definitely good that he's getting the kill this game. 300 gold on Caitlyn is way better than 300 kills on Ivern, if Ivern does not build damage like he did in last game. Good to see that.
Man, that was crazy because Team Bell had that out. They were out of the fight, and then Chestnut and Inferno just walk up, and Whittle says, "Okay, yeah, sure, we'll kill you." I don't know, that they really played that well, and then just threw that kill away. It is very close in gold here, as a couple of plates are going to go over to Caitlyn and Senna.
Yeah, that lane mismatch we talked about in pregame with the mid laner for Bell and the bot laner for Hospitalized is absolutely prevalent this game. Both are up almost 30 CS on their opponents. Both have a kill over their opponents. Both almost done with their first full items. It is a race to carry this game.
Absolutely. Chestnut is roam, so Inferno's down here alone as Abraxo and Agateo are caught on somewhat of a weird back timer. So this should result in the rest of Team Bell being able to take the rest of the grubs here. And Whittle's up here, but so is Chestnut, so he's not going to really have a look.
Yeah, this is an excellent macro play for him to roam at this time. Chestnut, known for roaming last season, is what helped him win the league, from what I understand. And Inferno not punished. Instead of diving bot like they traditionally do, Whittle guy hovers around, watches them take it, and leaves. And Inferno is able to farm for free.
I just really like that it feels to me like Team Bell has been decisive. They've got direction around their plays on what they want to do. That was clearly offset, several, 40 to 50 seconds in advance. And, they're able to look at the vision line they've got set up, so just really good. Now, of course, Whittle and Abraxo are teaming up together. This has been the tag team duo that's made it work so far. We'll see if they're able to continue.
Yep. Team Bell able to force them back with numbers. 2v4 is not a fight anyone wants to take. A little bit of poke damage from Caitlyn, but they are able to force them off the dragon.
Inferno
look like they're gonna
takes a slightly greedy walk, and he will get capitalized on. That's root caller into trap, and that should be second dragon here. It's okay, it's not the end of the world. You got all 6 scrubs, so you're happy with that, but yeah, just one sad misstep.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate. He didn't have his flash up, so he couldn't do anything about the follow-up CC. It does happen to step into that trap. Not the end of the world for Jhin. He is a utility-based champ. He has that amazing 4th shot, but his W is going to be adding value to this team the entire game.
I mean, Bell is looking for angles here topside. He is slowly bleeding out when it comes to CS, but I like his angles here. And he's pretty consistently threatening the all-in onto TJ.
Yeah, Gwyn is one of those champs that scales better with items than levels. So whereas Mundo is one of those champs that scales with both. I do see a slight soon-to-be item lead as soon as TJ backs. He's got enough gold in pocket to finish
Speaking
his
of almost
Warmogs.
backing, Aztec might force him back here as the impale should land. They weren't able to. Oh man, they didn't actually use it, and so Mundo will just go where he pleases and walks to the safety of his turret. Sorelius is here on the hard dive.
Okay, it looks like they're looking to punish TJ or at least force out ult. I do think they'll be able to kill if they can get him before he hits level 11. Level 11 ult is significantly more
I mean,
healing.
this should be an easy burn down, and they do punish. Who's taking? It was Sorelius actually, so they juggled that really nicely, and that's a 4th plate going over topside. So, man, 4 plates, that is so many.
And
It
once
does
the
look like,
little guy shows up after the play on the top side instead of camping his winning bot lane, it's an interesting change in strategy. I'm not sure if it's working though.
they are up in gold. It's 3-3 in kills. They've got 2 dragons. I don't hate it. They're gonna end up being a man down, but actually having getting Herald on tempo. Aztec, of course, does have the ability to cruise in and go for a smite steal, but I think this will probably be called off. I'm not sure it would be worth it.
Yeah, I do think it's gone. They do get first brick topside. I don't think anyone claimed the local gold. At least
No,
I didn't see the
it was
notification.
Lost. It was
So
lost, yeah.
yeah, first brick money goes away, but then everyone gets the shared money.
Senna at 47 stacks here already, so some of that trading in lane has led to, or is going to lead to nice late game damage.
Yeah, it looks like they're not looking to pressure the Caitlyn under tower, just letting her farm up as Caitlyn continues to get that CS lead, going collector first.
This is really weird to me. Hospitalized has not won through this style of play so far. This is a very slow game. 3-3, 15 minutes in. The LCC is no. We should be at 30 kills by now, Josh. You're right? Like, this is crazy. Sorelius actually might get caught out here. Dodges the root collar. Should have to flash, and it will come through. Whittle guy might just get the root collar on the call through. Sorelius is going to turn and burn all of his damage. Second root collar misses. He actually walks out.
Aztec just in time to save him. But now can Aztec get out? It does look like he's able to flash.
Yeah, he flashed
and
out.
he's gone.
I like. Wow. Yeah, I'm surprised they weren't able to find the lockdown there.
I am really shocked that Whittle guy held his root collar for so long. But it was an excellent flash to the only safe direction as he was getting pitched from Sorelius in the mid lane. We do see Caitlyn get that tower bot lane, so it is tied up 1-1 in towers. Still a 600-500 gold lead over to Hospitalize, a much more even game than last game. Much more paced.
Yeah, this is feeling very measured, very cautious. Again, we mentioned in game 1, Team Bell was almost scared to take on some of these calls, right? Like the starting Baron too early or anything like that. Game 2 here, both teams a lot of respect for each other. You know, Hospitalized is trying to find an angle that's guaranteed. They're looking for the 90-10 instead of the 60-40, and so that's led to a lot of kind of slower paced play.
Absolutely. I do think that aggression is what helped them get that lead last game. So it'll be interesting to see if the more paced gameplay lets them measure up, because they did lose a couple fights while 6k down, just to turn around and win the even fights right after.
Yeah, very true, very true.
Yeah, we see both junglers even again. They were even last game. I do think they'll be even next time they play too. Very similar styles match up quite well into each other. And then we actually see the top lane. He has stopped bleeding out CS. He hasn't been able to shorten that gap. He's only 9 CS down, has the Rift Maker, has the Merc Dreads. He's about an item and a half away from being able to solo.
So TJ here with the team. The Mundo is prepared as the 3rd dragon is about to spawn, but Gwen is pulling pressure into the side lane, so somebody has to go answer that. And TJ teleports away from the fight. Bell could teleport into the fight. And this could be an angle for a 5v4, and that's exactly what Bell does. So Bell is into the fight, and they will position in a way. Sorelius already burnt very low, though. Aztec is trying to find the angle. They just need to start it. Yeah, they are going to start the objective. Chestnut here chunked down a little bit. This Senna poke is pretty gnarly. And Agateo, Crimson Yoni, and Abraxa will all roam towards mid, but they give up the dragon. So the team is going to rotate. Do they lose mid tier 1 because of it as they drop Herald?
I think they do lose tier 1, and then they might get a chunk out of tier 2. I don't think they get the full tower.
Oh, Aztec is going to look for... Oh, I liked that threatening play where it very much appeared as if he was about to go forward.
Trading roots on the Iron and Jin, both keeping at bay and neither engaging afterwards. Not too surprised to see...
TJ is taking top tower, so...
Yeah, TJ once again growing that farm lead. They traded 2 towers for a dragon.
2.5, yeah, because they got the chunk mid as well. I don't know.
Overall,
You
this
know, at
like
the end of the day,
paced long range fight is what they drafted for, right? Agateo outranging all of the brand stuns, all the brand damage except for the undodgeable stuff. Mundo there to soak up fights and then leave. Still questioning that one, but it did end up working out for them in the end. They ballooned that gold lead to 2K.
yeah, just purely based on tempo, they were able to split out the map and Whittle with the decisive play. He was the first on his team. He just said, you know what, let's give it up. We've already got 2. We'll just go ahead and slam Herald mid, and they get 2 charges off of it and top tower.
Yeah, I do want to call out the items. For those of you that don't know, Warmogs is so good right now. We already see 2 in this game. Mundo with Warmog's first rush, and then we see Skarner with Warmog's first rush. That's new for junglers. And then we also see Alistar working towards building that Warmogs. We are going to see a lot of fights backing off as we go throughout the game.
Another Ardent Sensor here. I mean, definitely supportive build, supportive items. What's the angle for these teams? Is it are we happy with the team fight? I feel like Crimson Yoni and Agateo really want to play these fights from distance.
So you know the classic Korean style versus Chinese style? Koreans want to play slow, they want to poke down. That is hospitalized this game. What happened last fight where they poke and both stay out of range and they CC, we don't actually do anything about it and then still get the objectives, that's going to be their game plan this whole game until they get to the point where they can one-shot the squishies. Team Bell, on the other hand, they have to go in. If they're not able to find advantage either on the engage or in the side lane, they will get poked down because of the extreme range between Xerath, Caitlyn, and Senna. With an Ivern keeping them all safe on top of that.
And while we're really slow, Josh, let's take a look at levels, because we've got pretty big levels for Agateo and Inferno. But then also, you know, top side there's a level advantage for Bell, and then mid lane there's a level advantage for Sorelius. So kind of what we expected here when it came to the matchup and where the pressure and attention would be. I'd love to see Inferno actually pick up some farm here, find a lane and grab some XP. So I don't love Sorelius roaming over to mid just to steal that wave, but you know, also gold on the brand isn't a bad thing either, right?
That's true. He is really close to being top damage last game. He was only a couple hundred under. He's been popping off this game.
As Aztec cut out here, I don't know, he might be able to get away. Daisy is here. He has to flash out. Yeah, and it looks like he might go down the impale though onto just Agateo, as Aztec will eventually burn. A Sentinel ulti comes over. Brand is landing a ton of teamfight damage, but it's not spreading to the back because they have the space. And so that's 2 down already. Inferno and Sorelius are forced to space out here, and so it's 3 for 0 as a team fight really out of nowhere just breaks out in the topside jungle.
Yeah, we saw the one tank on Mundo able to tank all of that. Like I mentioned in Pick Ban, I've never seen a Jhin kill on Mundo, and I still haven't. He hit him with 8 shots, and Mundo did nothing. Absolute excellent fight. Team Hospitalized, good catch on the Skarner. And they're going to get a mid tower for it.
I mean, they've got Vision here to set up into the next dragon. This should be a rotate into dragon, and they've got roughly 4k gold lead here for Team Hospitalized. So our league leaders, they played game 1 a little too fast and loose. They tightened it up here for game 2. And Agateo sitting at 2-0 and 3. This is off to not the biggest snowball we've seen him on in the league, but he's definitely got it rolling at this point.
Absolutely. 2 items, Kate. It's a good milestone to be at. He's about 3 items away from one-shotting. But it does look like he's going the minimal attack speed, max attack damage build.
So as we set up now, Sorelius finding a control ward here. This is a nice little find, and Chestnut and Aztec are here on time. Bell again in the side lane drawing pressure, and Mundo has to leave his team, who is in mid. Abraxo forced flash out, and the ultimate went down onto Abraxo, so he is very low. Flash forward onto Whittle, and Sorelius flashes as well. They commit all in, and I feel like these teamfights are just coming out of nowhere as like 0 to 100, Whittle is burning
We have
down.
another 1v1 top lane. It looks like the all-in,
No,
and we
my
have
goodness.
crossed that threshold. Win is able to take down
One more.
Mundo.
Bell?
Oh, the ghost just not up.
He's gonna survive.
All right, never mind. Not able to take down
And the
Mundo.
Warmog
Stayed
healing is
corrected.
insane. Holy cow.
Yep, he's gonna back off. He was able to get that heart steal. He's gonna start stacking infinitely, more so than Mundo already kind of does.
Second dragon here. So, I mean, how many flashes did they expend? I think it was 2.
Yeah, I think it was 3 aggressively. It was 2, right? We got Chestnut Flash and
Yeah.
got Cerelius Flash.
I mean, just
Cerelius does
decisive,
rotate back
all
down
in.
bot. All 6 scrubs coming in clutch, doing that double true damage to the tower.
This is perfect time to take Baron, and that's what Hospitalized are thinking as well. They're gonna start the Baron while Cerelius is not there. They're all pressing the back button. They have no vision of Hospitalized.
Yeah, they have no clue. We
Oh,
see a
man.
couple of question mark pings, but I think Baron is gone.
And it's a nice tempo play. Really, you know, Abraxo and Whittle, these are the 2 shot callers for this team. They make a fantastic mid-game call here. And right as they lost a fight and an objective, they swing it back right into their favor. So I can't believe we're almost 25 minutes in at 6-4 in kills. This has been one of our more calculated, we'll say, matches. But,
Yep.
you know, it's anybody's game here.
It's definitely calculated. I definitely hope they're good at math if they're going to play this calculated, because they're going to need to make something happen on Team Bell. They are down Baron. It's not going to last long. They won't get much with it, but it's gold in the pockets of Team Hospitalized, 1,500 gold that they have no way to get back.
Josh, this is one thing that I'm going to hone it, and I'm going to say it every single time that we see it. I want to see Hospitalized use their Baron better. Finally, they put TJ in the side lane, so we're actually getting multi-lane Baron pressure. Will they be able to take advantage of it? Inferno, blue suede shoes. Yoni misses all 5 of his ultimate shots. Abraxo commits ulti here as well, so Chestnut and Inferno are pretty low.
That is 4 ults down just to take down Inferno. He does survive the onslaught, but I think they might get the tower if they're forced to back off.
I mean, he should just curtain call, right? If he curtain calls here, this might push it off. He ends up not pressing the ability, and so they will take the tower. They might push in for a second. So finally, actually, you know what? I'm okay with this. There was maybe too many ultis used, but I like the look, at least the 1-4.
Yeah, it does look like Skarner's looking to go on that wall. Curtain call is
Curtain
fired
call comes
now.
out, and this could have happened at the second tower. I think they could have saved tier 2 tower here. TJ's gonna go in.
TJ's health stacking demolish, looking to trade in full.
Bell's pop ghost. Ulti is being sent here. I don't know. Let's watch.
TJ
this
gets the
top
tower.
He's
He
just gonna
backs
get out,
off.
right? Yeah, he pops ghost of his own, and stop laners cannot do anything to each other. Holy cow!
I am staggered we don't see heal cut. Right, not a single point of heal cut, despite the Warmogs and the Mundo and the Gwyn.
Yeah,
like no
multiple
heal cut on
Warmogs.
either
3
team.
Warmogs in this game.
They're just hanging out.
Chestnuts.
I think if you're up against the Mundo, an early Warmogs buy is absolutely the best 800 gold you can spend, or early heal cut buy.
We'll see. They've sent Aurelius top, so the Seer will land here, but it just gets
He has
the
no
Mundo
ult.
passive. Pillar of Flame and the burn is there a nice, it's actually a shutdown onto TJ, and so Bell picking up a kill in the side lane. He needed a little bit of help, so you know Aurelius came over and gave him a little bit.
They are
Another
able to get
ulti
that bot lane
suppression
tower
here,
in the meantime.
Impale on, and Aurelius picks up a kill, so that's 2 down, and now Agateo, Abraxo, and Crimson Yoni are on the run. A beautiful chain will land, and actually they could turn, but they don't. Aztec, no ulti here, there's no Impale. So the Sen ultimate comes across, and they're dealing a lot of damage on the way out. Agateo is scary at this point of the game. Flash out here. Bell is here on the side. The ultimate comes through. Cerelius tries to go for the all-in, and Agateo gladly burns him down. Bell is now 1v3. Won't be able to do this on his own, and he is burnt down.
Yeah, unfortunate late Shroud. There was no immuneness from the Gwyn that fight. But excellent disengage and counter kills from Team Hospitalized. That trio, the jungle bot lane trio, absolutely running it over.
Huge, nice footwork. We wanted to see Abraxo on something that wasn't melee engaged, so the Senna here, he's showing us he is proficient with a pick. Nice place here as the 5th dragon of the match will spawn. 8 to 6 in kills, roughly a 6.5k gold lead for, nope, 7.5k gold lead if I could do math for Team Hospitalized. Our league leaders trying to head to 9-3, pick up that 9th win, that all elusive 9th win in the LCC. Dragon here.
So it's
It
third
looks like-
dragon. Going
I don't know,
over.
Team Bell
Ocean
is-
Soul on the line.
Yeah, it looks like they're starting to run out of fight here.
Still no heal cut picked up by anyone on either team. Quite unfortunate considering Ocean Soul's right there.
Aztec is rooted here. Bell is trying to dash in from the side, but it's not enough. He has to flash out as Daisy is going to just chop him down. Actually, curtain call shots landing, so Abraxas does have to flash out. So
Chestnut has to
jungle
burn
flash
ult
for-
in fear of getting CC'd again, so he's able to get out before any follow-up CC can hit. And TJ's on the side, pushing in that wave.
Yep, Aztec has Warmogs though, so he hasn't actually backed it. Now they're going to take this all in, and Brand with huge brand damage. That's already 2 dead as Agateo and Abraxo burn. They're trying to hunt down Whittle, but the Root Caller might be just enough. Bell is going to back and reset. There's nothing for them to take. They could prepare to take Dragon? Or, sorry, Baron?
I'd like to see them dive mid here. Yoni does not have enough CC to stop all 4 of them.
Yeah,
Nor
Aztec
enough wave clear to
wants
stop it.
blood for sure. A nice stun here onto Aztec, and so they will call it off, and it will be a reset. But Baron is up shortly. I kind of want them to just rotate into Baron off of tempo.
Yeah, that was a big fight. It was a good objective bounty take, and they were able to stop TJ from taking their inhib tower as well. So it was overall a good series of plays.
Yeah,
All
absolutely.
spawning from
being
Aztec
so
getting
far
caught.
down in gold.
That's Power Warmox coming in. Aztec got caught, ends up full health, ends up re-engaging and doing an amazing job.
Now, there's no brand ulti. They need to buy time for these ultimates to come back off cooldown. You can see every single one from T-Bell is currently on cooldown, and a lot of the ultimates are up for Hospitalized. So Chestnut hit with the Root Color here. They need to buy like another 20 seconds before this Baron, and the positioning is okay. Aztec no impale. He might be too far forward, and he is burnt down. And now they will try to run forward as Hospitalized will look for the fight and the rest of Team Bell. Cerelius finally, cooldown come back up just in time. Pillar of Flame will just miss as the stand lands, and the conflagration is there. Flashes over the wall. Inferno doing what he can from the side, but Agateo on the Caitlyn finds more damage. Crimson Yoni picks up the kill. This should be, I hate to say it, but I think this is game.
I think this is game. I think Hospitalized has enough juice to end it here, especially with the Mundo out front that demolishes so much damage.
Yeah, TJ is just eating some more damage here, but that second turret already down. They're onto the Nexus, and there's nothing that Team Bell can do. Hospitalized even the game. They go 1-1. You know, they played it slow, methodical. Only 19 kills in 32 minutes is probably our slowest game so far in the LCS.
Yep, definitely not cresting
stable.
150 kills off that one.
No,
but
no.
Reaching 9-3, locking in at least a tiebreaker for first place outside of a DK Miracle run.